I'll put a moan into you. So have you ever heard about Sven and Oli? And Oli's wife, Lena? No? You've never heard of them? Well, let me go ahead and tell you a few stories about them. So Sven and Oli, they go way back, yeah, they're Norwegian. Sven and Oli, you know, Oli's married, his wife's Lena, and they went to the beach one day, and you know, Oli, he's married, so he wasn't there to, you know, check out the chicks and all that. But Sven, oh, Sven was lady hunting, you know what I mean? So Sven, he's looking at all the ladies, and he looks at Oli, he goes, Oli, he goes, there's all these beautiful women over here, but, you know, they don't seem to really be paying attention to me, Oli. So Oli tells Sven, he goes, Sven, you got to do something about it, yeah. He goes, you got to, you know, I heard that putting a potato in your swim trunks will help you seem more attractive to the ladies. So the next day, they get out of their hotel room at the beach, yeah. And they get down there. And Oli looks at Sven, and he goes, hey Sven, nice potato. And they go around the beach, and you know, Sven's still lady hunting. A few hours go by, he comes up to Oli, he says, Oli, you know, I put the potato in my swim trunks like you said, but the ladies are still not paying attention to me. Oli looks at Sven, he goes, well Sven, you gotta put the potato in the front of your trunks, not the back. So Oli got off work early one day, and he heads home, and he wanted to surprise his wife Lena, you know, because he got off work early. He was gonna be home. So he walks into the house, and he hollers. He goes, Lena, I'm home. And Lena goes, okay, Oli, I'm in here. And Oli goes, where? She goes, I'm in the bedroom. So Oli walks down the hallway. He walks into the bedroom, and there sits Lena naked on the edge of the bed. He says, Lena, he goes, what are you doing naked on the bed? She goes, oh, but my sweet Oli, I have nothing to wear. Oli goes, oh, Lena, don't be silly. You've got plenty of things to wear. He opens the closet. He goes, you've got a red dress. You got a blue dress. You have a yellow dress. Sven, a green dress. So Sven and Oli went out to the lake to do some fishing, and they're sitting out there on the boat, and Oli gets a big one on the line. He's like, Sven, I don't know if I can hold it. He goes, Oli, just hang on, you got this, reel it in, nice and slow, just wear it out. All of a sudden the fish takes off and pulls Oli overboard with him. And Sven's like, oh no, he dives in after him. He swims all the way down to the bottom of the lake, he grabs him, he pulls him into the boat, tries giving him mouth to mouth. He's like, Oli, wake up, you're not breathing. And then Sven sits up, he goes, hey, that sure was some bad coffee Oli had this morning. Wait a second, Oli wasn't wearing a snowmobile suit when he went into the water. I wonder who this is. So that's all I got for you about Sven and Oli, man. I love those jokes. I grew up listening to Prairie Home Companion with Garrison Keillor with my parents, man. If you've never heard of that show on the radio, it's hilarious. And every year they do an annual joke show, and that's where I learned a lot of these stupid, you know, they're kind of like dad jokes, but they're hilarious. It makes you think, it makes you ponder. It really takes your mental level to a whole new state if you can understand and comprehend jokes like these. And I've got a couple others that I've learned from one of their annual joke shows. So let's give them a shot. So there's a young guy, and he's in the military. And he's standing there in formation with all of his army mates. And the drill sergeant comes right up, gets in his face. He goes, maggot, I bet you're wishing I would die, so you could come and piss on my grave. And the little army guy, he looks at his drill sergeant, he says, sir, no sir, when I get out of the army, I'm never gonna stand in another line again. And last but not least, one of my favorite all-time jokes. So there's a couple of guys, they're walking through the woods, and they come across a giant hole in the ground, and they look inside, and they can't see the bottom. They're wondering to themselves, man, how deep is this hole? So one of the guys, he grabs a stick, and he throws it in the hole, and it goes and goes and goes and disappears, and they don't hear a sound. And they look at each other confused. So the other guy, he grabs a small rock, thinking, hey, this is heavier, this will make a better sound. Maybe we just didn't hear the stick. So he throws the rock down the hole, it disappears, and still no sound. So at this point, they're really wondering, like, man, where does this hole actually go? So they grab a bigger rock, throw it down the hole, it disappears, still no sound. So one of the guys, he sees off in the distance a railroad tie. So they grab the railroad tie together, they carry it over the hole, they toss it in. It disappears, and still no sound. All of a sudden, a goat comes running by about 40 miles an hour and dives headfirst into the hole. Still no sound. So a farmer walks up to him. They didn't know where this guy came from, and he looks at both the guys. He says, hey, you guys haven't happened to see a goat around here, have you? They said, well, there was this goat, but he just came running by and dove headfirst into this hole. The farmer goes, no, that couldn't have been my goat. My goat was tied to a railroad tie. Yeah, just whatever. So what'd you guys think of my jokes? They're not actually my jokes. So if the real owners of these jokes hear me say this, I hope you don't mind, and I hope I did you justice. On a side note, you're speeding like an asshole, but it's Husker football season tomorrow, y'all. Actually, as you're watching this, it is Husker football season. Dude, I'm so pumped. I can't wait. Oh, like incredibly stoked, man. Oh, good old Husker football. Hopefully we'll be as good as we were, you know, back in the 90s or whatever. But you win some, you lose some. Our program's building back up. We'll be a contender in the Big Ten here one of these years. But anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm FORZEROTOO. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye. Just drive down the middle, kid.